welcome to a beautiful sunny day in Burgas. Now today's plan was to get up early, hopefully find a bus that will take me to a small coastal town called Sozopol, which is south of Burgas. It takes about half an hour to get there. Now I kind of failed at the whole getting up early business. It's about 1 o'clock now, but I think I've still got enough time to get a bus to Sozopol and explore the city for a while and then get a bus back. Now I don't know if this is the case. According to the website online, this should be doable, but what the website says online and what the actual bus company is offering are likely to be two completely different things. So I'm going to head to the bus station. It's just at the bottom of this pedestrian street, and hopefully get a bus to Sozopol. Well, the bus station itself isn't that easy to use because everything is in Cyrillic, but there is an information desk, and the woman does speak English, and she basically said that there's a bus to Sozopol at 1 o'clock from platform number 5. And when you actually come out to the platforms, you do actually get the English as well. So hopefully in 10 minutes there'll be a bus arriving to take me to Sozopol. I've made it to the old town of Sozopol, and it's very quiet. All the shops are closed. Seems like it's a place like Nesebo, where it only opens during the season. Just got some very strange stairs off a couple of chaps. If they weren't holding flowers, I'd have felt a bit uneasy about them too. Giving me a right dirty looks. But there is a funeral going on, so everyone seems to be walking around with flowers in their hands. We have St John's Church just to the right, and here we have the ruins of an old 10th century church. A lot of the houses that you will see in Sozopol, the ground floor is built of stone and the second floor is wooden. Right in the heart of the old town now. I'm getting some right funny looks of people. I don't think they're expecting to see tourists in February. I can hear the sea, so we're not too far away. It's actually a church, believe it or not. It's not what I was expecting, to be honest. The old town of Sozopol seems to be mainly residential. I was expecting cafes and restaurants and bars. I was actually going to stay here. Pretty glad I didn't come to stay here, because it would have been similar to Nesebo, where literally everything is closed. Nice views though. Another little church. This is the northern tower and entrance to the fortress of Sozopol. Wow. Well, would you look at that? Well, these stairs have not been used for a long time. It's hardly access for the public, because I've just had to do a bit of rock climbing to get up here. It seems pretty straightforward from now on. Black Sea's a bit angry today. And this looks like the remains of an old church. Can't find any information about it though. These two guys over here, I was just changing my GoPro battery and then had a glug of Coke Zero and went down to look at the old fortress, and one of them shouted me, and I'd left my charger, my battery charger with 3 GoPro batteries inside it. I just left it on the floor, and he'd seen it and shouted me and gave it me. It's a lifesaver. I would have been struggling big time then. I would have been left with 1 GoPro battery, and I have got another charger, but that would have meant that every time the battery ran out, I would have had to wait for it to be charged before I could start filming again. So, bloody hell. Thank you, that guy. Lots of cats around, as usual, in Bulgaria. Hello. No. Well, Sozopol certainly looks a beautiful place to live. It's very pretty, and it's surrounded by the Black Sea on both sides. Look at the width of some of these paths. Check this out. Actually another little church. That's amazing. Look at the size of the thing. According to Google Maps, this is called Wild Beach. And I'm presuming it's called Wild Beach because the Black Sea gets a bit wild down here. And this is why you got all the sea defence all along here. And up there is an incredible, amazing derelict building, which I'd love to be able to get up to. Didn't know about that. But here we have a entry prohibited sign. Well, it certainly is a bit wild around here, more so than I've seen the Black Sea anywhere else. This derelict building up here, this is the only entrance to it. Can't get to it any other way. And it does have this entry prohibited sign, but the gate's open. Oh, that's just such a tease. Hey, do you know what, do you speak English? English?
No.
No, okay. What this over here? You can't go? Ah, okay, okay, nice one. It's incredible. It's probably the most interesting thing I've seen so far. I've been here for about 45 minutes and I think that's about it. For the old town at least. This is the Sozopol Central Beach, and as far as I know, right now, I'm the only person on it. There's literally no one else on the beach, not a single person. Amazing to have a whole beach to myself. Sozopol is one of them places, a bit like Seaside, where you probably need to come during the summer. Most of the, well, in fact all of the cafes and restaurants and bars and stuff are all closed. Sea's amazing though. I love the sea over here. So many waves. I'm going to walk the full length of the beach. I can see some stairs up there which will take me into what I think is the new town. So maybe there'll be a few more things open in the actual city part rather than the old town. Coffee would be a good idea right now. I was hoping for a coffee with a view, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. And they've even got the old windmill like they do in Seaside. I do go on about the brutal Soviet-era buildings that you come across when you're in Eastern Europe, and how my favourite ones are the ones that have no business being there. They just stick out like a sore thumb. There's one right here. So if we look at where we are right now. Beautiful beach, Black Sea, lovely old town over there. And look at this. What an absolute eyesore. I bet the people of Sozopol are really regretting the day they allowed this monstrosity to be built. Just look at it. I'm going to try and get up there. It looks derelict. Doesn't look like anybody's been staying in there for a while. I'm guessing it was a hotel. Let's see if we can get a closer look. Bloody hell. Let's see if it's any better looking from the other side. It's no better looking, is it? There is actually work going on it. They're renovating it. Rather than pulling down the ugly old thing, they're actually upgrading it. That wasn't the main beach of Sozopol. The main beach is further south, and I think I'm just coming to it now. Loads and loads of hotels around here, so I can imagine it does get quite busy during the season. Nothing much going on at the minute. Just to the bottom of this road, I do believe we'll get to the main beach of Sozopol. And here we are, the main beach. See, this is bigger than the other one, probably about twice as big maybe. Just looking across the front, there are bars and stuff, restaurants, none of them are open. Same here. So I think I'm going to stay on the street because I am looking for a coffee shop. I can't use Google Maps anymore because my data ran out last night, leaving me one full day without any internet. And it's pointless topping up because I move on to Turkey tomorrow, where it will be a whole new sim. So let's see if we can find a coffee shop the old-fashioned way, by just wandering around in the city. And the problem with this place is it seems touristy. You've got a fast food place there, another restaurant that's closed here, so I think this is pretty much where all the tourists will come, which means that there's not likely to be much open around here. It seems like a nice place though. This is how you know you're in the tourist part, when you come across a supermarket and it's closed and all the fridges outside, what would normally contain beers and soft drinks, are all empty and locked up. Now there is one option. I keep seeing these coffee vending machines, but I really don't want that. There's a couple of places open here, so maybe I might be in luck on my coffee hunt of Sozopol. Just entering a nice little park here, which obviously has restaurants, cafes, none of them open. This vlog appears to have turned into a hunt for coffee. I wasn't expecting it to be. There's a place over there that's open. After all that time, I finally find a coffee shop. That's good. I made it back to Burgas. Spent a few hours in Sozopol. I wouldn't say it's essential to go and visit there. It's a nice little day out, I suppose. It's probably much nicer when everything's open. So yeah, I'm back in Burgas, my last night in Bulgaria. I move on tomorrow. Another city, another country. See you there.